As a man, I can decide that I need a multiple relationship. If I can afford that, I will do it. The same thing is applicable to the girl. She's dating both parties for financial sustainability. The girl that is dating a person that gives her 15k will not abandon him. And that same girl is dating somebody that gives her 70k. She either will not abandon him either. If she's dating those two partners, I mean, she's having a job now already. She wouldn't abandon the person giving her little for the person giving her a larger sum. If she combines both resources, look at what she's having. It's like she's having a job already.
Is it okay to date while in school? You can just find yourself doing it. It's not something you plan on going to school. But when I came into the school, the way the situation was, and then boom, I have someone that is there for me, and I can't say no. You don't really need money for you to be in a relationship. I mean, if you're entering school and eventually you find yourself in such a situation, you really need to ask the person, what is the purpose of this relationship? Is this going to work out or not? So that the person will not just be wasting your time.
See, girls, what they need is just sex. What any girl, wherever it is, whether in the church, marketplace, supermarket, what they need is sex. Just give them the money and in return you're getting sex.
I've been in something like that. That will call me constantly. You understand where I'm going? He will call you, be like, where are you? This one. And once they just hear a man's voice, even if the person is passing, where are you? They've already assumed that you are cheating. You understand where I'm going? And two, the person, I'm dealing with my body here. Because every other person you're saying yes to, girl, you have your body to do it. Because you cannot deny the person, yes.
And that's what I'm saying. It is the value of your person as a girl that keeps or attracts the kind of person you want in your life. So if you don't define yourself and build that value, the value here can be your skill. The value here can be your eloquence. The value here can be your modesty. The value here can be your educational qualification. It can be anything. It can be your job. It depends on how you are prepared and where you are willing to be met halfway like a guy. Some guy wouldn't keep a girl that has more qualifications than she. This brings us back to the campus relationship. There are some relationships that guys, if you're not in the same discipline with them, they wouldn't date you because they feel you can't match their intellectual.
Hello everyone, hello viewers, welcome to Campus Unfiltered. Today we have amazing topic and we have amazing guests who are here to blow your mind to the unfiltered truths that you need to know for the topic of today, which says relationship on campus. And first thing, I want to appreciate our sponsors in the like of 1010 Studio, Maureen Chris Hotel and Suites, our Key Point Concept. We see all you do, we say thank you. May God continue to bless and prosper you all in Jesus' name. So I'm going to be starting with the man in red. A very distinguished person. Sir Kingsley, you're welcome. He's, when we talk about a man who has integrity, he has a lot of integrity. And also he's a fashion designer. As you can see, we represented the fashion designer. We also have Miss Esther, a very dark lady. Oh, look at that smile. Look at that smile. Look at that smile. Miss Esther, you're welcome. Yeah. You're welcome. I'm so happy you made it. It's not easy. When we reach out to you, you were like, I don't know how I will make it, but here you are. Thank you very much for coming. And on my left, we have Mr. Ifeanyi Chukwu. Oh my God. He's, I've known him for a very long time. He's someone who is reserved, but when he talks, you know that yes, someone is actually talking.
Oh my God.
He's a man full of wisdom. I call him the descendant of Solomon. Yeah.
Really? I can't wait to see how he fits into that description.
Yes. Don't worry, they're going to blow your minds. They have a lot to say. Welcome, sir. Welcome, Ma. You're welcome to Campus Unfiltered.
Thank you.
We're here to talk to them. We want to know what relationship on campus is all about. Like what you think. I think we'll be starting with Saifine. When we say relationship on campus, we have a lot. Is it right to, go into relationship while schooling or just focus on your academics, focus on your studies, your future, trying to get your goals and all that. So what do you have to say about that?
When you talk about relationship on campus, it's to me, it's depends on the person in question.
Okay.
So you can't necessarily say don't go into relationship on campus, or just better still go into relationship on campus. It's just based on the personality in question.
All right.
So I can decide, oh, going into campus, or I'm gonna have a lot of relationships, or
Are you telling us out of your own experience? Like that's what you
I
said?
wouldn't say my experience, but it's just what I said. It's now decisions.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's just
So it
what I
depends
said.
on an individual.
On the exactly. Yeah, that's just what I think.
So you're saying that it depends on. It's not something that that everyone should apply.
Yeah, it's not.
Depends on if I want to go into
Just
a
go into it,
relationship.
yeah.
But do you think that it has any challenge? Like when you talk about relationship on campus, like is there, I don't know. You know, when people see this relationship thing, they think when you go into relationship, it's going to make you deviate from the actual thing that you're supposed to do in school. So is it really true? We want to know, like the viewers out there, they want to know because we have a lot of young ones who very soon they'll go into school. So is it advisable when you're going to school to date? You know, when we say relationship on campus, they might want to misinterpret it. Dating, actually, dating is the word. Is it healthy? Is it advisable? Is it okay to date while in school?
Well, to me, dating, I can't really call it a bad thing, right? But one thing I know for sure is that you wouldn't know where your future is going to come from about future. I mean, your husband,
Okay.
you know. So I wouldn't know. I've been in kind of situation like that, and at the end of the day, it didn't lead to marriage. And just like what Mr. Fine said earlier, I think his personality. But sometimes you can just find yourself doing it. You can. It's not something you plan on going to school to. Because I've always planned like, okay, I want to go and study. This is what I really want to do. But when I came into the school with the way the situation was, and then boom, I have someone that is there for me, and I can't say no. With the intention that he has, you understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like having the intention, okay.
So
I really like you.
basically now you're saying we should date someone that has money.
No, I'm just trying to. He did not really have money.
Okay.
You don't really need money for you to be in a relationship. It's something you build together.
Don't really need money to be in a
I'm
relationship.
telling you, no, serious. Joke
Okay.
apart. So
Okay.
let me tell you something. You as a lady might be doing well, and the guy is not doing well. But with the, I mean, you don't really need money 100%. He must be giving you, okay, this is what you're supposed to do. Like business plan, things you're supposed to do that will be going out well for you. Advising you on things to do. You understand that kind of thing? It's not more that the man must really have money to be able to be there for you. But one thing, what happened to my previous relationship was, sorry, I'm saying it here, but it's not like the guy has money. But one thing for sure is that he doesn't see his future with me. That is just it.
Oh,
he doesn't
was just
have
there
plan.
for the
He was
meantime.
just there
To have fun.
I'm telling you, I can't really call it fun because I don't know. But my dear, so something like I experienced and I said no. It's a no for me.
How?
It's not good. Like if you're trying to get someone, I mean, if you're entering school and eventually you find yourself in such a situation, you really need to ask the person, what is the purpose of this relationship? Is this gonna work out or not? So that the person will not just be wasting your time.
Secondly, I want to ask you, is it right when you're dating, like dating on campus now, is it right for the both partners to have access to their phones?
When we talk about campus relationships, it has chances of being a relationship that is based on survival. I think the idea behind high school relationship, tertiary institution relationship like campus relationship is the fantasy of high school musical. Yes, like, I want to experience what it means to be in a relationship with a guy for the first time. I want to see what it means to be in a relationship with for the first time, because some parents actually did not give their ward that chance to explore and teach them about some things about what it means to cohabit with the other gender, which is either a male or a female. So once a child or once a person comes into the society that is far away from their parents or from their home, they want to feel among immediately in the society because they get so curious about what my mates are doing. I want to actually practice it. So it is within that course of action that they get to discover this actually does not equate to the kind of thing I want to do for myself. And before they can retrace their footstep, they have gone far with what they have been doing. And sometimes it produces a negative impact on the person. Like for an instance, maybe most of the campus relationship, you can say that 70% of them leads to a lot of consequences like unwanted pregnancy, and some of the guys do drop out later from school because they have to take care of some of the consequences that they made themselves, which is like a mess or something. So let's not jump into whether they should be having accesses to each other's home, because I don't think somebody that his or her parents guaranteed or kind of just pushed into the society, not necessarily for the dating purpose, but to build and establish themselves academically wise, should start immediately to explore relationship as an option. You need to study yourself as a girl, as a man, and know what your choices of a person is, and discover yourself first before you can start to choose whether relationship is something you want to be trying out in school or later after you graduate. So that is just what I think about it.
I want to ask again.
Okay.
Is it advisable? Is it right to, have multiple relationships before settling down?
Is this kind of extends beyond the scope of the campus relationship, but having multiple partners is more like you are trying to cast a wider net for your for your choice of spouse, right? The first thing is, if you are looking for somebody that represents you both inside and outside, you have to identify your deal breaker as a person, as a girl, as a man. You have to know what you can lose. What you can see in a person that makes you want to stick with this person. So that is when you start to consider if this person you're with is actually the right person for you. And sometimes we've gone far with some persons to discover that I can't actually build something special with this person, and that kind of leads to another, some extra relationships.
Sakisli, you're not getting it. I'm dating this person.
Okay.
I'm dating this person.
Yes.
Saifine, I want you to understand. I'm dating Saifine.
Okay.
And I'm dating Sir Kinsley.
All right.
And I'm dating Sir Elijah. I'm dating Sir Moses. At the same time, you want to know if, say, there's this popular song. You dey eat a wanna, oh God.
Okay, then I think I see where you're coming from now. Okay, what you are trying to pose out here now is not about the highest bidder.
Multiple relationships.
It's now about,
you are dating this person, you're dating this person.
Yeah.
You before you now settle down
it's
with
not
a
about,
particular person.
It's not about the highest bidder. And for you to be able to be doing such kind of a thing, either on the guy part or on the male part, either on the guy part or on the female part, a lot of things or factors would have pushed you there. There are some persons that are greedy. Okay, they want to have a taste of everything. But in that aspect, I'm saying from a guy perspective, if a guy is having a multiple relationship, that means there is a lot of things he's battling with. He's battling with a lot of things, and most of them comes from curiosity, friends, masculinity, and a lot of unidentified traits.
So because he's a guy now, he's battling with a lot of things. So what happens to the female
I
part?
am also coming there. On the female part, a lot of things or factors constitute what really makes her to keep multiple relationships. One of them is security factor. Okay, because if she's unsettled in her own life, she wants somebody that can foot and sustain her lifestyles, which includes both security and insecurity, financial security. So if she gets from Mr. A, she gets from Mr. B, it equates to a substantial degree of amount. Somebody that is a girl that is dating a person that gives her 15K will not abandon him. And that same girl is dating somebody that gives her 70K. She either will not abandon him either.
No, now you are saying it is right.
I'm not saying
that's what you are saying.
No,
because
I'm not saying
that
right.
You're dating somebody who gives you 15,000 and you're dating. No, what you are saying now is that it's right.
You cut me short, and I wanted you to make a point before I land what I'm going to.
Okay, land where you're going.
So if she's dating those two partners, she's having a job now already. She wouldn't abandon the person giving her little for the person giving her a larger sum. If she combines both resources, look at what she's having. It's like she's having a job already.
No, you are
No.
of the opinion that is
Yeah,
right.
I'm not of the opinion that
You
it's
have the
right.
opinion that is right.
No.
It's more or less looking like you're saying yes to.
Yes.
No, I am
yes,
not
that's what
saying
you're
yes.
saying.
I'm not saying yes. I'm trying to make a
You're
point
just trying to give you a picture
of picture
of what the girl will be able to get. You understand?
from the relationship.
But now, I'm saying, is it right to have multiple relationships at the same time? You're eating ogbono, you're eating okra soup, you're eating
And I'm
vegetable,
trying to
you're eating a salad.
And that is why
Now you're saying that because she's getting from this man
Okay.
is right, is okay.
The point is that you are trying to fit my narrative into a box, and I'm trying to expand it.
Okay, expand it. Let's
Okay, and I said that it depends on the girl. Okay, as a man, I can decide that I need a multiple relationship. If I can afford that, I would do it. But it doesn't necessarily mean it's right.
Okay.
Neither does it state it is wrong. It depends on where I'm coming from and the kind of environment I was raised in. The same thing is applicable to the girl. Or sorry, most families constitute extended families. And once a girl is exposed to having multiple options as a lady, maybe her mother, her sisters, or something like that, she starts to have this idea that men owe her some sort of benefit or gratification. So it doesn't constitute her choosing what is wrong or right in this framework now. She's dating both parties for financial sustainability. So, but in what you're trying to say, if I'm to answer the question categorically correct, I would say that it is wrong to have multiple partners because of the health challenges that is going to be attached to it. So that's my stance.
Okay. Say fine.
Yeah.
What do you have to say about sex in campus relationship, in campus dating?
Okay, sex in campus dating. It's an important topic when it comes to, or important factor when it comes to campus dating. Majority of youth or students, if you can use that, I think, like what Kingsley said, it's more or less they want to explore life of the tertiary institution. So if sex is part of that exploration, they want to okay, let me feel what it's about. Let me just have a test. But I wouldn't say sex in campus relationship is important
Okay.
because
Okay.
there are factors that would come after sex in a tertiary institution, which leads to what you said, unwanted pregnancy. Then, health-wise, HIV or AIDS, whatever you want to call it, other stuff. So I would not advise, personally, won't advise sex in tertiary institution. So that is just my own take when it comes to sex.
So you're saying now that sex is not important in campus dating.
Actually, it's not important. I don't know. It's not important because
so
what?
those people that say body no be firewood.
Yeah, it's true. They say body no be firewood and all that stuff. But I don't think personally. I don't think sex is very important.
Before you say something more, I really need to jump into this conversation. Before what I want to say is keep my mind. Well, if you want to talk about sex in campus dating, I think age should be the factor. You can't just generalize that sex should be off the table, or it should not be discussed.
So what happens to kingdom relationship?
Hold on.
We'll talk about what happens to kingdom. I don't know, Miss S. Are you? I don't know if
we are still talking
what
about.
happens to kingdom?
We are
Because
still talking
he's
about.
coming from the kingdom part, and I'm feeling the Holy Ghost. I'm feeling the Holy Ghost right now.
Relax.
Yes,
I am
let's talk
still
about the
making my point.
kingdom
I am
relationship.
still making my
So
point.
now we've made it that
I
no
am-
more kingdom
I am
relationship.
still making
It's
my
now
point.
more like a transaction.
I think
No,
we
I am.
should-
I
Let us hear
point.
what he
Okay,
has
so
to say.
he said that sex should be off the table. he never described or he never said something that relates to being a kingdom relationship or something. There is this brotherly sisterly love in relationship and stuff like that. We are talking about sex in campus.
Should students even date while in the university?
We are getting there. Okay?
Yeah?
We are getting there.
I don't understand.
Hold on. Okay, so the thing is, if we talk about sex in campus relationship, age should come in as a factor.
Okay.
There are some persons that are 30 years and they just wrote jam.
30 years or 13?
30
yeah.
years and they just wrote jam.
Wait, they are 30
More than that.
30
and they just wrote jam. To get into school for the first time
For the
or
first
studying another degree.
For the first time.
For the first time,
Very
30.
much.
Wow.
So there are ladies at the same age. So if at a certain point in your life you can make certain decisions and be able to face the consequences, I mean, that should be enough. You are wise enough to say that this is not something I am yet to understand how it works. Where I am against campus relationship and the sex that is attached is when you're having it with somebody that has no knowledge of the consequences. Okay, let's say a girl of 16 to 22 years old is still, for me, you're still a minor because your prefrontal cortex is yet to be undeveloped and you can be swayed by some things, some frivolities and some meandering stuff around. You can just get, lushed over and you think, oh, he's gushing over me, he's in love with me and all of that and blah, blah. Before you know what happens, you're pregnant. Okay, but once you've exceeded a certain age, let's say 26, and you're still in school, it is something that you can comfortably discuss with your sexual partner, okay, with your partner. Then you will know that, okay, I am in with everything on me riding in this relationship. Because there are PhD holders, they are students, and we are talking about campus relationship. We can't exclude them. There are also people doing their master degrees. They are also students. We can't exclude them. So in this discussion about campus sexual intimacy relationship, the age should be a number one priority of discussion. If the parties involved are above certain age, then it is welcome to be discussed. Okay, but because the Nigerian Constitution permits that anybody that's
from 18
years, you have the knowledge. Okay, you can have a carnal knowledge. The person is no longer child abuse or something. Okay, so if the person is above 18, but I am still saying that if the girl at the 18, there's some level of discussion she's still had to have with her parents, maybe her mother, her role model or something. They start to teach us about some part of our body that is sexual and sensational. Okay, so when it has to do with sexual relationship in campuses, it should be a factor to be considered.
Now that brings me to kingdom relationship. I want to talk about, is it that we don't have kingdom relationship anymore, where we say, oh no, I just want to, no sex, no touchy, we just want to stay till, because sometimes they say, okay, there's a courtship comes in, we have courtship, and there's something, I don't know, something Elijah said, and there's something you said that I kind of put together, and there's something you said that you don't know where your future husband is going to come from. Now, brings me to this question and brings me to what I want to say. When you see someone, do you know that, oh, I'm going to end up with this man, I'm going to end up with this girl, I'm going to marry you? When you see somebody, you just say, oh, I see, the Holy Spirit will minister to you and say, this person is my husband or this person is my wife.
So what I'll say is that that's like what happened today.
Okay.
So people have been saying a lot of things about having faith, right? But to me, it's not like I don't believe in faith. I just believe in the faith of the Lord only. But having a faith that this particular person is going to end up with this.
Or having faith in that particular person.
I'm telling you, I'm not sure you're going to end up doing so, because if that is.
So that means dating in campus does not lead to marriage.
It's not all of them. It's not all of them.
I don't think.
Some does. Some does.
I'm confused. I'm confused right here. Are you saying that dating on campus or dating while in a university, let me even put it this way so that it will sink, dating while in school, dating while you are still studying, does it lead to marriage?
It does.
It does.
How many
In some
percent?
cases.
It does. I mean,
When we don't have people who like don't have faith, the ones that can some places a lot of ladies and guys are saying cheating. People are no longer faithful to each other. They don't keep to maybe your partner will just do something
I'm
and
going to reiterate on what you said before about the kingdom marriage before
Yes.
I come into whether now.
Kingdom marriage.
Some people don't like
or kingdom relationship.
or kingdom relationship,
Yes.
as you said. Some people only want to enjoy the bodinage. They don't want to fully engross themselves with the entire scope of relationship. Okay? Because they believe they have this special calling.
What happens to no sex till marriage?
They believe that they have this special calling. Okay? But that brings me to deception. Yes, because a lot of girls or guys, because they'll tell you that I've never had anything to do with anybody. And down the road, you discover that actually they are promiscuous. So guys or girls don't rather want to take chances on anything now. If a guy is willing to spend on you, must be willing to return the favor one way or the other. So that is how, when you say
When she was
kingdom
talking about transactional
relationship. Yeah. So that is how kingdom relationship is off the table in campuses. If a guy is willing to spend on you while you're on campus together, yes, something must be.
Must it be reciprocating with your body? No, I want to
So
understand.
as a woman, like, what do you need to give him? Like, I'm asking.
So are you trying to say that you don't have anything to offer a man
No,
outside your
aside
body?
from that, that's what they value the most.
We are still going there.
That's
But
what
that's what they
We are
value
still
when they spend on you.
I'm still trying
Must a man value sex?
I am still trying to journey
Just
down.
relax.
I'm still trying to journey down to where you said, does campus relationship lead to marriage?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. I have a lot of friends who met in campus and they eventually got married.
Okay.
And one of our famous celebrity met his wife currently. Right? Two of them were on campus.
Who's that?
Davido.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Why? Yeah.
So,
What?
yes.
They met in school.
They met in school. So it depends.
So what do you feel kept that relationship going?
Honesty.
Honesty.
Yes, honestly. Yeah, honestly, I think that is the only relic.
So are you saying that other people that don't end up together means they are not honest?
I would actually say not just honesty, probably
I think value also.
Yeah,
Value.
value was there, and probably tolerance to some certain things. Because you won't tell me Chioma didn't annoy
Let me debunk tolerance and value.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. When I said honesty, a girl is willing to commit to you only when she has a level of when she has seen some level of honesty with you, and it transcends into whatever you can describe as tolerance. I mean, for example, Chioma attended Badcock University. How much is a fee there? And also Davido. So first of all, both of them are on the same status already. Okay, to be able to pay the tuition fee there means that your family is paid.
Yeah.
Okay, so that kind of put both of them on the same plate. So she starts to reciprocate more of the affection, either when she learns he's from a the foundation is built well, and she then starts to study his character as a man. That is how the honesty comes in. Okay, so if we talk about tolerance, Davido has a lot of sexual affairs. He has like 2 or 3 baby mama, if I'm not mistaken.
He has option as well.
Yes, he has about 2.
No, he's talking about the tolerance now came from Chioma tolerating.
That's what I'm telling you, that the tolerance
that's what he said.
I said tolerance is off the table in this conversation when it has to do with people on the same platter. Understand? I'm saying it because if you are willing to commit to your partner when you guys met in school, there is a level of dream, or you guys have come a long way. The tolerance might not necessarily be there. The honesty is what you guys have built for each other, and that's what you're considering.
So you're saying tolerance is
not to be considered.
It's not to be considered
even
when the both parties are of
Because
different
Chioma
values,
has she has choice
family
of
values.
living, of working out.
You guys are still backing my point.
No,
you said
because if there's no tolerance, she won't stay.
No,
You don't
What did she
understand.
tolerate?
my point is
What did she tolerate? Let me speak for her.
you said they are both from same background.
You say
I
Now,
know,
what-
I said
what-
they are on the same status.
Status because of based on family background.
Yeah.
No, based on financial
Financial
level.
it's still the same background. Yeah. Then I'm asking, if you are to level it to that extent, what of relationships that one party is higher than the other
Okay.
Okay.
and they still meet in an
School.
environment, a school environment,
Yeah.
and probably went into marriage? Are you telling me tolerance was not a factor
Tolerance
that
is
kept
not there.
them?
Tolerance is not there. That is where value comes in.
I'm not saying value is not there.
But we are
Oh,
saying that
Tolerance
there is tolerance.
in that regard, in that conversation,
Okay.
in that conversation where the guy is of different background, let's say he's more wealthy than the girl, the value comes in. Because who has more option? The guy. But he sticks with the girl. What is he doing? He has studied the value she brings.
Okay.
You hear people talk about what do you bring to the table.
Yeah.
Okay, so the guy now studies that this girl has value. I mean, she can manage me to an extent, and I am committed to this management. That is the value. Tolerance, on the other part, is when both of them have been together, and she notices some extravagant and behaviors, and she still dismisses it. And later, she comes out on social media to start to band or randa. He's a drunkard. I tolerated this. I had to put up with this. I'm not saying your tolerance isn't to be considered, but I am not saying it is of primary importance to
So
be
you're saying tolerance?
where you are as a girl and where you are willing to be met as a girl as well.
So first thing first, a girl should place herself where, more like putting yourself in at the place of like adding value or making sure that there's a value attached to what you bring or something like that.
A guy keeps you based on what he sees you do. You are able to elevate yourself to a certain point. No guy will diminish you because you know that this is a deal breaker. You communicate your insecurities at the same point you are communicating your love. He knows what you are in for and the things he has to do to maintain the relationship going.
It's more like defining what you want.
And that's what I'm saying. It is the value of your person as a girl that keeps or attracts the kind of person you want in your life. So if you don't define yourself and build that value, the value here can be your skill, the value here can be your eloquence, the value here can be your modesty, the value here can be your educational qualification. It can be anything. It can be your job. It depends on how you are prepared and where you are willing to be met halfway by a guy. Some guy wouldn't keep a girl that has more qualifications than she. This brings us, yes, than him rather. This brings us back to the campus relationship. There are some relationships that guys, if you're not in the same discipline with them, they wouldn't date you because they feel you can't match their intellectual. I mean, it is difficult to see relationships between lawyers and doctors, while both of them, I mean, doctor students and lawyer students while in school. Alone, the discipline is hectic on them. So they need an equal, somebody that they can share the burdens of discipline with. I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but I'm saying it is rare. So a lot of things transpires in campus relationship. Okay, so.
Okay, so now you've given us your own insight of this kingdom relationship and all that. Why, and sometimes it keeps me wondering. Is it that guys or men of nowadays cannot do without sex in relationship? Why is it that sex is a must do thing? Even when you tell them, I remember, back then, you tell them, no sex for now till marriage, and they'll be like, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about." They think that you're not, or they'll see you as, is this word? Are you not an adult?
I swear, it's so common.
Are you not an adult? I'm like, is sex this common? Well, growing up, I used to think sex is something sacred. They tell you it's something that is be done between your husband and the wife. But now As if anybody can have sex. It's just you go in and come out.
I think for this aspect, it's what the society has recently become. And I wouldn't I would 80% put the blame. Will I say 80? Let's say I would share it equally, 100%. 50 for the society and then the person in question. The society has displayed sex as something that is not what you were thinking before. It is no longer that thing that your mom told you while you were growing up, that when you are going out, you dress like this or you do these things, you do something like that.
Yeah,
now, the
because-
society is now making most of these sacred things then look very usual. It is now common. So now it's the remaining 50% that I said. It's now based on this personality. Okay, should I, since it is now common?
If you cannot beat them, join them.
Thank you. I think that's the word. So I won't necessarily say the whole blame should go to guys. I would think it is probably where they came from. One, peer group.
Upbringing too.
I think upbringing then comes in. So peer group can tell you, see this girl or see girls, what they need is just sex. So it's now changing its narrative, like, okay, what any girl, wherever it is, whether in the church, the marketplace, supermarket, what they need is sex. Just give them the money and in return you're getting sex. So that's, I think, what the
So why
society
is that mentality like that? Because this thing is and you need to be corrected. Like, you need to know, because it is destroying a lot of things. It is spoiling a lot of things, or rather, it has spoiled a lot of things. Because we have younger ones that are growing up. We have the teens that will go into school, and they will think it's a normal thing. They'll think this is what they do. Like, it's a norm. So we need to know why. What are those? Why is it like this?
Just like you said,
What can be done? Or is there nothing? Because, talking about relationship, dating on campus, like Sir Kingsley said, Sir Ifeanyi said, and all that. It is not bad. It is not bad actually to date someone while in school. It is not bad. But what is the significance? What's the purpose for that relationship, for that dating? Because yes, what's the purpose? Why you dating? Is it really necessary to date? Is it necessary? Because he talked about age factor. I think it's better we tell them, okay, this is now even someone who is 15 has a boyfriend. A boy who is 13
That
has
is
a girlfriend.
Very, very much funny. When you see them on the road and like a boyfriend calls man, like,
Even small girl like that, my babe. They call the thing babe, and it's so easy. It comes out freely. Sometimes we the adults we even cover our faces in shame because the younger ones are not doing what we did not even do. They are doing what we did not even do. So it brings me to another question. I don't know if it's only me who sees it this way and all that. This multiple dating, I really want to get it. Because Kingsley was saying something, but I don't know. It really did not sit well with me. I want to really understand when it comes to multiple dating. There's this word they normally say: put your eggs for different baskets.
Yeah.
Because you don't know that one might break. So is that the reason for multiple dating?
And somebody like me, wouldn't even try being in multiple dating.
But like multiple relationships,
Because
like
it's so stressful. This guy will call you, come to my house, like,
wait, let me
another
get why
person
you
will
think
call
it's so
you.
stressful. Maybe because you don't have that capacity to lie. Maybe you're
No, it's not lying.
no.
So now
relax.
it comes
Oh,
with, you see what I'm saying?
No, wait.
Now,
Maybe
certainly
it's
dating comes
stressful.
with lying.
No, wait.
It's maybe for she. Maybe
No,
for she.
wait.
I
I'm
get
just
okay.
sorry, just wait. I'm just trying to give you an instance. To me, it's stressful, not just the lie. The lie is there.
Okay, so you can lie.
What? No, wait. I'm just giving you the reason why I
You can
should.
lie in relationship.
Who doesn't
That's
lie?
it. We talked about
No,
honesty.
Wait.
Seriously talked about honesty. Now you're saying who doesn't lie.
Wait. I'm giving you
Okay.
personal.
I really wanted to say something.
Wait.
Okay, go.
No, go on.
I'm
Go
giving
on.
my own personal
Okay.
decision,
All
right?
right.
I'm not saying that I can. Everybody lies.
But I don't lie.
You do. You can't tell me that.
Nah, you just
You
you
don't
actually you just
I don't
you
lie.
say you don't lie, it's a lie.
Really?
Yeah, that's it.
Now, another thing is that to me now, there's this work I'm learning now. Wouldn't want somebody, baby, come to my house because this people usually do it. This person will start calling you, and the worst part is that if the two of them eventually call you the same time, the same day, you understand where I'm going, and then now you are dealing with your body too as a lady.
So what are the should I say what
Now
are
you're
the chances?
Once you are getting
What
to
are
that
the chances that
point,
one of them will call you on the same day, the same time?
It's very much because there's some people that they could not do without you. I mean, they cannot stay without speaking with you. I've been in something like that. That will call me constantly. You understand where I'm going? You will call, you'll be like, where are you? This one. And once they just hear a man's voice, even if the person is passing, where are you? They've already
it's
assumed.
insecurity.
They've already assumed
That's
that
one.
you are cheating. You understand where I'm going? And two, the person I'm dealing with my body here. Because every other person you're saying yes to, girl, you have your body to do it. Because you cannot deny the person. Yes. If a man is coming
Now,
in.
okay.
You see
No,
that?
calm down.
That is
Seriously, and go on.
Yeah, so any man now that you're saying yes to, you have already you already put yourself in a position that okay, whenever I need you have to be here, both in advising, both in talking, both even in bed too. You understand where I'm going? So your body,
I don't understand where you're going.
You don't understand.
I don't understand
Did you
where you're
understand?
going.
I get your point. I
Did
get
you
your
get
point.
my point? I
The
cannot
thing
deal
is-
with my body.
The thing is, I
That is
really,
just it.
okay,
Okay,
I,
now
But
you're
I
saying
can't
that
lie.
once you say yes to a
I
guy,
am not,
there must be sex involved.
That is the modern world mentality right now. As I'm telling you.
let me-
I disagree to agree.
How?
Okay.
I disagree to agree.
The thing first.
No, I know. But you're saying that we're actually talking about kingdom relationship before we even go into kingdom marriage. But now you are saying that we talked about sex before, and now you are saying when you say yes to a guy, you are saying yes to availability when it comes to advice,
Yes.
availability when it comes to maybe he needs your attention, your assistance,
everything.
and also availability in bed.
I'm telling
So
you.
what happens to our kingdom relationship?
My dear, I don't know, but
So they're saying that there's no more kingdom relationship on campus.
I don't know, but it's just a personal decision. It's something you to decide. You understand? It's not like it's something that is now rampant, that kind of stuff. But what I'm trying to tell you is that I've met someone that told me, okay, I want to be in a relationship with you. It was like, just give me time. I want to think about it. But like, have faith. If you don't have faith, it's not going to work.
Have faith.
I should have faith. Then I said I'll go and pray about it. So like, no, have faith. Like, just say yes to me, and then I'll pray about it. Whatever that happened, just have. That's why I told you I do not believe in faith.
deceiver. That person is a deceiver.
That is the reason why I told you that. I love this faith thing. Someone coming to me to talk to me about faith is really it does
How
annoy
will somebody
me.
come to you? You want to date somebody and you are saying,
You're
"Oh,
plagiarizing,
Okay.
and I told the person you're plagiarizing. Allow me to think.
Yeah,
I need
think
to
about
and
it.
being in a relationship and not being in a relationship for a very long time. I need to gather my mind. Okay, this is what you're about to go in now. You have to just be ready for it. Whatever that comes in, you have to just face it like that. You understand where I'm going? And me, I don't date for fun. I don't date for fun. If I'm dating you, you have to be serious about it. You understand where I'm going? So now, what I'm saying is that now I'm talking about this modern world. We're not in the olden traditional this thing again now. Modern world now, it's generalized already that if you're in a relationship, sex it's not even might. Will definitely you cannot run from it now.
Wow.
You can't run from it. Nobody does that.
Wow.
Yes. And there's something called hormone when it comes to a lady aspect of it, and people that could not even there's people that could not even stay without sex. And there's something that he
Sex
told you.
addicts.
Yes. And there's something that he told you. And two, it comes from a background. There is this scenario that there's this thing that there is this parent, they live in one room. You understand? Both the kids and the husband and wife. Do you think that whenever they are, I'm sorry to use this word, they are doing their stuff on the bed, that the kids are not hearing it? You understand where I'm going? All these things usually change their mentality. You understand? So even if they are in campus, they would want to try what mommy and that's why they used to tell you, I want to do what mommy and daddy is doing. You understand that kind of thing? So being in a relationship on campus or being in a relationship, just know that in this modern world, sex is always involved. You can't run away from it.
Our kingdom relationship has gone.
No.
It has no real. I told you
Okay,
it depends on
let me-
personality.
A lot of, before we lose the conversation, I followed through, and I really need to go back and read. There's this particular thing you said, and I don't want us to lose it in transition of the discussion. You said, what is the purpose of campus relationship? Okay. You know, everything has a positive and a negative side. And there is this saying that no matter how bad something is, which side will always overshadow the bad side of it. Now, if you bring such analogy to campus relationship, we can't really say which is better. Now, for a girl and a guy that is within the age of 18 to 22, it is about fantasy. It's about discovery. It is about exploration. They want to try out what I've seen in movies. I've seen 50 Shades of Grey, what Christian and Anna did. I've seen 365 Days. I've seen Spartacus. I've seen all these Western cultures. I've seen how they talk about boyfriend and girlfriend while in school. I've seen their parents talk about how they should treat their boyfriend in school and stuff like that. So they really want to feel the anticipation. They really want to feel that enthusiasm of talking about, oh, my boyfriend got me this, that. So that is it. That is it. So that is the very negative aspect of it. The culture that was programmed and the perception of it. Then within the age of, let's say 26 to 27 to 35 or something in school, then the conversation moves to settlement. Yes, the conversation moves to settlement. What you are looking for in a long-term relationship and how will that prime you for advancement. Now, in this aspect, we can't really say the bad side of campus dating outshadows the good side of it. We can't really say that the good side outshadows the bad side. It depends on the time frame where the action is exhibited, because some parents so much caged their child, because there's this particular word I used to say so much. The more Cardi B, the more stricter the parents, the more Cardi B the child. Okay, so that allows the child, whenever they are out in a leash, they'll just go wild.
They want to explore.
They don't want to try a lot of things. So if there's no purpose of campus relationship for a girl and a boy within the age of 18 to 23, 24 even, because
Now you've answered my question.
Yes,
because I asked the question about age range.
Sure, there's no-
age range for relationship on
Yes,
campus.
there
If there is
no-
an age range for
there
that.
is, because both of them, the guy is so much within his adolescent age. You know, he has transitioned
He's also
above
still depending on his parents.
parents for some financial assistance, so he can't really understand what he wants. He just wants to have that person, that more like a call girl, okay, cook, a chef, or that kind of a thing. Somebody he can just go randomly and just stroll and talk about. It's rare to see somebody that is committed to a developmental relationship while in school. Now, if we talk about kingdom relationships in school, well, it depends on what you define as kingdom relationship. Because without sex, even in kingdom relationship, they do kiss, they do hug.
There's some kind of romance.
Yes, there's some kind of romance.
Okay.
They do hug, they do kiss. So will you say that that is kingdom relationship? Because I believe that what kingdom relationship should be is on the night of, it's called prenuptials or something. It's on the night of your wedding, that kind of your wedding eve or something.
Your wedding night.
Yeah, your wedding
day
night. So yes,
You unleash the dragon.
that is it. So that is where the conversation should.
So now you are
itself.
telling us now that in kingdom relationship that don't have the kisses, the little touches,
No, all
because those things are going to it's going to prompt you to do
Yes,
the main thing.
yes.
So it's better you just abstain
Avoid it.
from it. So what if now you tell a guy, okay, you want to abstain from sex? Like, I'm not saying you're a virgin. You know, when you tell a guy, oh, no sex
Yeah.
for now,
think
or no
you're a
sex,
virgin.
the person will say, you be virgin. You know, that kind of a thing. Are you still a virgin? Or are you still a child?
Yeah.
This is a normal thing.
Yeah.
So is it that we don't have responsible? Because you know, I saw there's this story I heard about a girl who, you know, went to visit her guy. For the first time she seen, like, they've been talking on phone. But you know, the guy came into town. I'm like, okay, I'm around. Come and see me. And you want to just jump into her, you want to devour her, you know. And she's like, no, take it easy. Come, I'm not saying we're not going to do these things. I'm not saying, but this is the first time you're seeing me. You are seeing me for the first time. And you want to do everything. Like, you know, it got her angry, and I'm like, you know, when I saw that thing, in my mind, I was like, you that went there the first day, what were you expecting? To show you how corrupt, or how, I don't know, this modern whatever has become. It's something else. No conversation, no, you didn't even have a decent conversation with her before anything. Oh, you didn't ask her, how have you been? You got to this place and all that. The thing is, it's annoying. It's like, I don't know the right word to use for it.
That brings us back to the earlier thing I stated about value based. You see, as a guy, I'm not speaking for others, I'm speaking for myself. There are a level of things, or there are things that attract me to a lady. First of all, we must be able to hold a conversation. And by that I mean I must be able to share some commonalities with you. And when I saw, okay, let me just say that some people will call it a sapiosexualist or something. Yeah, sapiosexual, yeah, that kind of a thing. So for the other person, some guys are attracted to just beauty. They want to know what it feels to be in the presence of beauty, not have some sort of romance with it. I want to know what it feels. Then it is now on the lady's part. This is where I draw my boundary.
My boundary, yeah.
Okay, I am not going to have this. I am not saying that I am not into this kind of thing, but this is my boundary. You must know me first. You must know my deal breakers. You must know where I am coming from and why you even think I want to meet you there for the first time. I mean, I could be anything and you could be anything. So we shouldn't just dive into or delve into sex. So because if you as a person, as a girl on the first date, I'm not saying this in general, there are some relationships that after the first instance, it goes.
Yeah.
The guy sees you as some sort of a cheap item. Okay? And there are some relationships that after the first antecedent, the guy becomes more madly in love. But what are the chances of it happening? 10 out of so, and it depends on where the guy is coming from, the kind of upbringing he has, and you as a girl, it depends on the kind of upbringing you have. So once you've established a kind of value for yourself, it will be hard for you to allow any guy to diminish it. You know what you're looking for, you know the kind of prospect you are in for. Because I mean, there are stages of dating. First of all, there is consideration, there is the courtship, there is the date, there is the first date.
Now in campuses, those things now that you're considering, they don't consider it anymore.
Because
they jump into, you know, it's just like you're building a house. It's the foundation.
You start roofing it.
You start with pegging. Is it pegging they call it? By laying the foundation, you do the pegging, then you start, you know, building and all that. But now in campuses, like dating in campuses now, it's because it's something else.
Because they don't understand.
Do you know that a guy actually wants to have a girlfriend just to have sex.
That is what it's
Just to have
now.
that. But it was not like that before. It wasn't like that before. Even campus relationship was not like that before. Dating on campus wasn't just for sex, for sexual purpose. It wasn't just for sexual purpose. There are other purposes why you have a girlfriend.